Aquarius, welcome back to your reading. Now, if this message found you today, for those of you who are new, hi, my name is Angel, and welcome to Sanghaya. So, Aquarius, there's something here your soul needs to hear right now. Okay, so now today's question is powerful and honestly a little uncomfortable. So, with this oracle card, a dragonfly, says here on the card, light-hearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. So I feel like this is the question that the guided question here is that is this love real, or is it something you wanted to believe in, Aquarius? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading for all Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And not every message will fit your situation, and that's okay. But if something hits, if it's something feels like it's speaking directly to you, that's your confirmation. All right, let's get into it, Aquarius. So what's really going on right now, Aquarius? The energy coming through here feels like you've been mentally trapped in a situation that your heart doesn't want to let go of. With this Eight of Swords, this is overthinking, this is confusion, this is you going back and forth in your mind like, is this real? Did I imagine this? Am I holding on to something that isn't actually there? And here's the thing, you're not crazy for questioning it, because deep down you already feel that something isn't fully aligning right now. Also, Aquarius, what's really going on here, it's not just about love. It's I feel like for some of you it's about your perception versus reality finally colliding. And with this Eight of Swords, this isn't just for some of you, if not a lot of you, Aquarius, this isn't just overthinking. I feel like this is also you being emotionally and mentally entangled in a connection that kept you questioning yourself, right? And it's like you were trying to make sense of something that never gave you full clarity. So some of you might have been asking yourself, why do I feel this strongly if nothing is happening? And why do their actions not match what I feel between us? Questions like, am I overreacting, or am I finally seeing the truth? And what's actually happening is that you were connected to the idea of this person more than the reality of them. So now, Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Because with this Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this connection lived in a space of potential. This wasn't fully built, this wasn't fully grounded. It was like we could be something, or maybe in the future, or if things were different, right? And of course, some of you held on to that. You invested emotions into something that was still in the what if stage. That's why it's so hard to walk away for some of you who can resonate, because you're not just letting go of the person, you're letting go of the future you imagined with them, right? Now, here comes the Death card. So this is where everything changes. This is the moment, Aquarius, where the confusion becomes clarity, the illusion breaks, and you can no longer ignore what you feel deep down. Because some of you are realizing that this person was inconsistent, or this connection lacked real effort, or this love was never fully expressed or reciprocated, right? And it's hitting you now, not because you're weak, but because you're finally ready to see it clearly. Now, I feel like some of you are breaking out of the pattern with this magician. Yeah, like with this energy, what's going on is actually a shift in your mindset. I feel like before Aquarius, some of you, you were waiting, you were hoping, you were trying, excuse me, you were trying to understand them. Now, you are starting to understand yourself. You are realizing your power. You are asking, why am I settling for this? This is you breaking out of the loop of overthinking, hoping, and then disappointment, and then repeat, right? So now, because your heart with this Ten of Pentacles, Aquarius, wants something real. You're not meant for half effort, mixed signals, or situationships. You're meant for stability, commitment, something that actually grows. So, and what's going on right now is that you're finally recognizing that this connection is not matching the love you deserve, right? So, now with the World card here, Aquarius, with the World card here, I feel like this situation is reaching a point where even if this person doesn't give you closure, you are giving it to yourself. And that's powerful. Aquarius, I'll be right back. My partner is calling me. It's distracting. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. Okay, so again, with this, I feel like here you are no longer waiting for their explanation, their consistency, their decision. You're deciding now. And this is the most important part, Aquarius. With this Empress energy, what's really going on is that you are outgrowing this version of love. You are no longer chasing or questioning your worth or settling for breadcrumbs, right? You're stepping into self-respect, emotional maturity, and knowing your value. And because of that, this connection either has to level up or fall away, right? So that's why we have this Page of Pentacles here and Ace of Wands. Because once you release confusion, you create space for something real, grounded, and passionate to enter your life. That's why there's new energy coming in here. This isn't random. This is alignment. So Aquarius, what's going on is this: you didn't imagine the connection. You felt something real, but the way it played out was not as real as you deserved it to be, right? And now you are waking up not to heartbreak, but to the truth, clarity, and a higher standard in love. So now let's see. I'm seeing here the present energy and as well as future energies here right now. So Aquarius, right now, some of you are also in a space of awakening, but it's uncomfortable, right? Obviously, I feel like you are starting to set things clearly, but at the same time, part of you is still emotionally attached. That is, this is the kind of energy, or that energy of, something isn't right, but your heart is still holding on. Or you're gaining clarity, but you're not fully detached yet. Or you're questioning everything, but still hoping for a different outcome. There's a push and pull happening inside you. Mentally, you're waking up. Emotionally, you're still processing. And this is why some of you might feel drained, confused, going back and forth, and thinking about this person a lot, because you are in the middle of breaking a cycle. Now, Now, here's where things shift, Aquarius. Your future energy is showing clarity, confidence, and a new beginning in love. You're not going to stay stuck here, okay? What's coming is you choosing yourself, and you no longer accepting less than what you deserve, and you becoming more grounded and emotionally secure. And because of that shift, love becomes different. You start attracting someone who is consistent, someone who puts in effort, someone who matches your energy, or if it's the same person, they must come back different, more mature, more serious, more intentional, because the version of you that the tolerated confusion, that version of you is ending. So now let's get more specific about this. So for those of you who are in a situationship, or like no labels status, I feel like this is strongly showing for some of you. You were dealing with someone where there were feelings but no clear commitment, right? There was connection but no direction. So this person may have kept things vague, right? Avoided defining the relationship, obviously, or given just enough to keep you there. So what's happening now? I feel like you are realizing I deserve something clear, not confusing, right? And for those of you, for others, this could be, physical distance or emotional unavailability. So you may feel like you're always waiting, right? You're always the one thinking about the future. You're the one investing more. And now you're questioning, is this even going anywhere, right? Now, for some, not all, there could have been, another person involved, third party interference energy, so, or outside interference, like friends, family, or priorities or work, right? And this created confusion, mixed signals, emotional instability. What's happening now is that you're no longer willing to compete or tolerate uncertainty. Now, some of you experienced a strong connection, then sudden silence, like no contact, right? Distance after connection. So, or things just slowly faded, right? And that left you with questions, right? Overthinking or unfinished emotions. But here's the truth, Aquarius: silence is also an answer, right? And you're starting to understand that. Now, future love, what's coming next, Aquarius? This is the part where you need to hear this. So what's coming in is completely different energy. For those who can resonate, and for those who are single and ready to mingle, right? So this new energy, or renewed energy, like I said, will have effort with this page of Pentacles, in passion with this Ace of Wands, and stability potential with the Ten of Pentacles, Aquarius. So this is someone who wants to build, wants to grow, wants something real, but only because you are now aligned with that frequency. So now, what to watch out for here, Aquarius? There is still a small chance that this past person tries to come back, or tries to re-enter your life when they feel your energy pulling away. But here's the warning: they might come back the same way, charming, but still inconsistent, right? So ask yourself, has anything actually changed, or is this just comfort, right? But Aquarius, this time you see through it. Okay, so Aquarius, this wasn't a waste. This connection, I feel like, taught you your worth, your standards, what real love should feel like. But now you're being asked to stop holding on to what could have been and start choosing what actually is meant for you. So Aquarius, this is where I leave your message for today. And if this reading resonated with you, just know you're not crazy for feeling what you felt. the connection may have been real in your heart, but now you're being guided towards something with this dragonfly. Especially if this is not the first time you're seeing this animal spirit dragonfly. So this is confirmation that, yeah, but now you're being guided toward something more aligned, more stable, and more genuine. So this is your reminder that you don't have to chase clarity anymore. You are becoming the clarity. Trust what you're seeing now, Aquarius. Trust what you're feeling, and most importantly, trust yourself. Thank you so much for being here always, Aquarius, for your time, your energy, and for allowing me to read for you today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, especially all of your comments, right? Yeah, so if you connected with this message, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care of yourself, Aquarius, and remember, the love that is meant for you will never confuse you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love and light, Angel Sanghaya.